Welcome back. It's still Hard Facts, 92.3 Nigeria Info, Sam Chinedu. We have been taught at basic levels of education that the basic needs of humanity, food, clothing, and shelter. Now they say we need to add data to a basic need because according to, well, those who are progressive, they claim that data is just as important as the other three. But most Nigerians on some level get food, they get clothing, but the shelter part, they don't quite own their own houses. Well, that has changed for civil servants in River State because the administrator has ensured that all three are provided for them. Some civil servants in River State will soon take delivery of houses. This is according to the state sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibas. Administrator Ibas said the administration has already purchased 106 housing units for civil servants. Now, I'm not happy because my mother told me to be a civil servant. I refused. If I did, maybe, just maybe, I will be a house owner by now.
Furthermore, I have also approved the acquisition of 106 houses of different types for the benefit of our civil servants. This initiative underscores our determination to not only recognize your service, but also to improve your welfare in tangible and lasting ways. These interventions are designed to reinforce the dignity of public service and to motivate our civil servants to give their very best.
Well, joining me to give objective analysis, expert opinions, the man who held my hand and said, take over Hard Facts and make sure you don't spoil this house I have built. It's the one, the only, Kalada Korubatobo, known to the free world as the man of the people, known to me as Kalaino. It's an honor having you in the studio with me. Thank you very much, sir. How are you doing? Where have you been?
How do I?
It is so good to see you.
I'm blushing.
Through your dark skin. That's an impossible feat.
Thank you very much, Oracle. It's good to be in the studio.
Yes, indeed. How's your holiday?
My holiday is going fine. It's going
Okay.
great. Soon to return to work, I guess.
Yeah, but you're enjoying it.
I guess I am.
It's showing on your face. You're a little bit fairer, just a little. Small AC have blown you. All right, so civil servants to take delivery of 106 housing units by Ibas. What's your take?
I mean, I'm thinking about a lot of things, looking at this story. First, I'm going back to the time when the state of emergency was declared and, a lot of people had objections. And,
As they should.
I'm not going to go into the legal. I try not to. I'm not a lawyer, so I try not to get into the legal disputes.
You're on vacation. Nobody will beat you. Just say what you want to say.
But I'll come back, right?
Yeah, you will.
But the point is, there were all of those, hey, why there's not Rivers? Okay, even if it would get someone to take over during the state of emergency, he's not a Rivers person, is not one of us. There were all of those objections, and gradually began setting projects, and then we began to hear, jingles. Oh, we love this guy. We want this guy to stay. That call for I love Ibas. Ibas is the best in after sliced bread, like you would like to say sometimes. So, that's one point I'm looking at it from. The other point I'm looking at it from is, yes, this is a good development because for as long as I've known civil service over the years, not just Rivers State, but also state, we've seen government try to put interventions like this, like housing, vehicles, to ease. I mean, the economy is in a dire strait, right? To ease the welfare and everyday living of civil servants. But what I do not know is what are the conditions, because usually there are conditions. It's not free. Usually it's taking out of deductions, taking out of your salaries and all of that stuff. So yeah, but I think it's a good initiative. But I don't know if do I want to go there now? I don't know.
Go there, not to
if this is a ploy. Once again, because they are setting quarters where certain voices have called for an extension to the emergency. Yes, I do not know if this is a ploy, because when we take a gift, we want to be careful. The gift that we're taking. Some call it Greek gift. I don't know if this is a Greek gift. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, but with the civil service and sectors connected to labor, so much it might not be a gift as much as it might be an entitlement. For example, if you don't know what you're entitled to, it will come off as a gift. Someone says, hey, give this 100,000 naira to Kalada. It's his own. But I'm the channel through which you get that money. If you never knew about it, when I give it to you, it will seem like goodwill.
I agree.
I will look like a good guy. Does the average civil servant working through whatever number of years deserve a house? Right? Whether it's Ibas, it's Fubara, it's whoever. Should a civil servant get a house because they are civil servants? In many parts of the world, the answer will be yes. Depending on the payment scheme, the arrangement, loans, there are many ways that for many countries, that answer would be yes. And in some countries, it's no. So what is applicable in Nigeria? Should a civil servant get a house?
Okay, so while I agree with how you've argued or how you've put it on the table, I want you to remember that the kind of politics we play in Nigeria is remember me. We play the remember me politics.
It's in every part of the world.
No, but
everybody wants to leave a mark, a lasting legacy.
But see, legacy and remember me are two different things.
Okay.
Legacy is creating an impact. Remember me is I put up a structure.
Okay.
I built a flyover.
Okay.
I built a school. Okay, so when you hear people compare governors or past governors, what do they compare them with?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, I just asked a question. He wants to ask me, but I'm here.
I'm a Nigerian. We answer question with question.
All right.
Amechi revolutionized education in River State. Public schools became admirable. Is that legacy or remember me?
But you see, it is both. And I'll argue this way.
Okay.
The focus was more on the structures, the building, the computers. What about the teachers? Did we equip them enough? Did we put enough passion in them to the point where, these people would want to say, I will, irrespective of who's in power, I will die to protect these things that I have? Did they pay them good enough salaries? Did they give them enough welfare? So that's why I say it's a both. While we need the structures, right? We need the classrooms to be better and conducive. But what about, that's why I said legacy and remember me. The flyovers, the roads, at the time I argued, were they priorities? We could have been building industries. We could have been building, farms, mechanizing our farms. We could have been, I don't know how to argue these things, but the point is, the kind of politics, and not just in River State, by the way, the kind of politics we play is the politics where, people want to be remembered by, physical structures and not necessarily legacies that would, stand the test of time.
Well, speaking about remembrance, there'll be a lot to remember the administrator by, because the state government has approved the full rehabilitation and modernization of the State Secretariat complex. The sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Boketa Ibas, made the announcement during the 2025 Civil Service Week Gala and award ceremony at the Government House. He says the project is aimed at transforming the Secretariat into a modern, efficient, and conducive workspace.
In recognition of the sacrifices and commitments of the River State Civil Service, I am pleased to announce that approval has been granted for the complete rehabilitation of the State Secretariat complex. This iconic hub of our administration will be fully modernized to improve the working conditions for our civil servants, ensuring a conducive environment that inspires productivity, efficiency, and pride.
Alada, going by your position, there's a lot to remember Ibas by. if all of this is just to remember him.
No, sorry. By the way, you asked
then he's memorable.
You asked another question. The civil servants deserve it, right? Because they need these interventions. Once again, I think I remember mentioning not so long ago that the economy is not really buoyant as it should. We're all going through tough times economically. And so, yes, these interventions, because the civil service is the machine that allows the country grind. Right, without the civil service, the government necessarily would not function as it should. And I know that the civil service over the years have not, reached that standard when we look at it from a global view. But they are very instrumental, very, very instrumental to how the society runs.
I agree, but we have to be very clear, which is why I use the word entitlement. And you need to